Welcome to Milton Bight, a neighborhood in Santos Guardiola in Roatan, Honduras. We are continuing our adventures starting from the east over in Camp Bay, and then we're going to go all the way over to the point of the island called West Bay Beach. So today we are on right now we're on the north side of the island in a neighborhood called Milton Bight, which you can see, you can see some homes, but actually most of the homes are just underneath the tree canopy, so you can't see them, but you can still tell this is a really large community over on the east side of the island. And now we're seeing one of my favorite areas, which is the Reef, and I talk about this all the time. It's like, how do you not love this beautiful reef? What I also like is these homes right here have a beautiful white beach, which we do not have those beautiful white beaches. We do have beautiful beaches throughout the island, but this is that nice, soft sand. I don't know how to describe it other than those beautiful white beaches that we see in West Bay, compared to areas like Sandy Bay, which is still beautiful sandy beach. It's just that a little bit grittier than this nice, fine white sand. And so you have a lot of beach area in this community. So you have and all the beaches in Roatan are public, which is wonderful. We do have the seagrass that you can see here, so it's nice to go out snorkeling or swimming from a pier or something there. You don't have to touch the seagrass, but right here, actually, we just passed the Milton Bight, but if you look far in the distance, you can actually see Polytilly Bight that we adventured over to a couple weeks ago. And what I talk about it all the time is the lush gardens, the lush greenery in Roatan, and that's one of the things that makes this island so very special compared to other Caribbean islands is we have so much vegetation, and I really wish we could respect that. And so I'd really like to highlight communities that do respect the island a little bit better than others, which is, I know it's just much easier to bulldoze everything. There we go. We got a little bit of wind there, hoping to pick it. Well, it was actually very, very windy today. I lost the drone a few times. Luckily, it did come back to me. But look, as you can see, there's lots of homes right over here. So if you are looking at living in Roatan, Honduras, this is a nice, quiet community. It's got a lot of local vibes. It's also quiet. It's not like, it's just a very nice island community, so you get all that nice friendliness, safety, and all of those things that are really nice if you want to be off the tourist path, if you will. So it's not as big in tourism over here. It's just more locals and people that live here on a long-term time. Homes over there usually on the MLS range from about 250,000 to, I believe there's one over at 750 that's right on the beach right now. So there are several homes that are available if you ever have any questions or want to make that Milton Bight your home. What we just passed was the main road, so you can kind of see a little bit more about where we are in Roatan. So this is now the north side, but you can see how far away we are. Well, it's really not that far away. It's just the drone. We're only, how far is that? It's like 3 kilometers long, so it's really not that far away. But what you can see is the north side of the island, and we just passed Caribe Point, and now we're looking over at the east, just kind of doing more. And now you can see Polytilly Bight again, which we were at last week, and now we're going back to Milton Bight. So you kind of have that 360, a little bit more of a reference. And then if we keep going over, we can see like the Parrot Tree, First Bite, Christie's Overlook, amazing tacos, if we go over to the west. However, let's zoom in one more time on Milton Bight and seeing this beautiful reef. And I realized when I was doing the video, I forgot to show this little cute island that is, I just think it's super cute. The snorkeling over here, it's really good. It's really protected over here because the reef it's not far from the land, but it is 200 to 300 feet away, so it is best to take it's wonderful kayaking, wonderful for paddle boating or paddle boarding, anything where you want to be a little bit more protected. So, swimming's good, but do watch that there is a decent, there wasn't actually that much boat traffic. There's just a single boat for the 30 minutes that I was here, which is really nice if you're used to over on the west side where it's just constant traffic. But it's so nice and pretty, and the reef, You can see it with the light teal, or those are sand patches. It is a decent bit of seagrass over here, but then you can tell right before it gets to the deep blue, that is our beautiful reef that Roatan is so famous for, and what gets us so much tourism here every year. And there we go, just a little bit different. I'm closer to that little island. Winds are really strong, so I actually had to pull the drone out for a little bit, but you can see how much reef we have. What amazing snorkeling. And right now we are looking, we're a little fast. We are looking over to the west right here. And it is very, very windy, so I didn't get that much footage. I wanted to get closer to the water, but you can kind of, well, you can see all of Roatan. We've got this beautiful barrier reef that just, it protects the island. So we can have things like these docks. You can keep your boats, most of the time on the North Shore, but it is very protected compared to many places. We don't really have the waves or anything of that nature. And what I wanted to show one last time is the white sand, that really nice white sand beaches that Milton Bight is famous for. Well, famous in a non-tourist way, famous on a local level, and it's so much fun to be over here because it's nice, peaceful, quiet. You have wonderful food, access to all the local gyms, the fishing.